if he's giving me videos based on Dr. Zakir Naik saying that he isn't. Leandra, go to my video. It's on this channel. It's just titled Jesus, the Son of God. Check that out because I go through how Jesus is identified as the Son of God by everyone who could possibly identify him as the Son of God. So the Father calls him the Son of God, the Spirit calls him the Son of God, Jesus calls himself the Son of God, the angel Gabriel calls him the Son of God, John the Baptist calls him the Son of God, his apostles call him the Son of God, men call him the Son of God, women call him the Son of God, even demons call him the Son of God as he's casting them out. So you have this unparalleled cloud of witnesses all identifying Jesus as the Son of God. And then 6 centuries later, Muhammad comes along and goes, what? How can God have a son when he has no wife? And Muslims go, oh, great point. That's a great point. It's a great point if you have no clue what anyone is saying, right? If your target audience is completely ignorant, yes, that makes sense that you would be puzzled by the concept of God having a son. Anyway, I think that the best approach, Leandra, is to just go through all the passages identifying Jesus as the Son of God, and then to use what we call the Islamic dilemma. You're pointing out that the Quran affirms our Bible, and I would just stick with that. I would just do that over and over again till your Muslim friend gets the point. Anyway,
All right, so David Wood brought up the Son of God argument, so I just want to focus on that. Now, I already refuted the Quran affirming the Bible or whatever, so that argument's been refuted for the last, I don't know, 15 years, so I'm not going to get into that. That's already been refuted by my channel, but I just want to go into the Son of God stuff that David Wood is talking about. Now, is Jesus the unique Son of God according to the Bible? And when I mean the Bible, I mean both the Old and New Testaments. No. Like you see on the screen there, according to the website Biblical Unitarian, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men. So, according to Genesis chapter 6, verse 2, the sons of God are the daughters, they're sons of God, before Jesus. Job chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. The sons of God in this context means the angels. So angels are considered the sons of God, according to Job chapter 1, verse 6. Uh, the son of Enoch, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, the son of God. So Adam is the son of God, according to Luke chapter 3, verse 38. So what does the son of God mean? It means a being created from God or a figure created from God. So Adam is a son from God. Jesus is a son from God. Angels are sons from God. So it's any created being that has a special relationship with God. It doesn't mean like the literal biological Son of God, according to the Bible, according to the Gospel of Luke, chapter 3, verse 38, according to Job, chapter 1, verse 6, according to Genesis, chapter 6, verse 2. It just means you have a special relationship with God because you are a created being from God. Luke, chapter 20, verse 36. For they cannot die anymore because they are equal to angels and are the sons of God, being the sons of the resurrection. So, angels are the sons of God, because they're created from God or they have some kind of special relationship with God. Again, this doesn't imply a biological or some kind of literal connection to being like the son of God, like I'm the son of my father. No, that's not what it means. It means somebody has a special relationship. The whole son of God term in the Bible means a son from God. It doesn't mean a son like my father has sons, not like a human biological term. It just means a special relationship or a special connection with God. So, like I said, Adam is the son of God. Angels are the son of God. The sons of God saw that. So, angels, according to Genesis and Job, are the sons of God. Adam is the son of God. You know, uh, the children of the resurrection are sons of God, etc., etc. So not only that, but even Christians are considered the sons of God. See 1 John chapter 3 verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of God. So according to the Bible, not just the Old Testament but the New Testament too, Adam was a son of God. Christians are the sons of God. Angels are the sons of God, etc., etc. Israel is the son of God, etc., etc. So, David, according to Psalms chapter 2, verse 7, is the son of God. So what that means is it's a special, it means a son from God and not a literal biological descent from God. So yeah, Jesus is the son of God, but he's the son of God not in a literal sense, but more of a metaphorical sense where Jesus is a son from God, in that he has a special connection to God, just like Adam and David and angels and even Christians themselves have a special relationship to God according to the Bible, according to both the Old and New Testaments. Now, of course, the Quran doesn't say anybody's the son of God or anything like that, because that's a too human term. So, according to the Quran, Allah is so beyond humanity that he doesn't allow himself to be called father or have sons, etc., because he's just too great, or he's too above all of that. So in Islam you can have like a special servant to master relationship with Allah or God, in the term that, and the Quran does say Allah loves the believers, etc., etc., over and over in the Quran. So in the Quran, Allah is our, or God is our, our provider, our protector, and our sustainer, as the Quran says. But the term father is a term that's all too human, and human fathers fail. So I think that's why the Quran doesn't say Allah is our father, even though you can refer to God as the father, but that's a all too human term, and fathers don't always aren't always successful in protecting their children. So I think that's why the term father is not there in the Quran, because it's just too human, and humans fail, but God never fails. So I think that's why that term is not in the Quran. But that's a separate topic for a separate issue. So my point is, the Son of God doesn't mean anything. It's not special. It's not unique or special to Jesus. If you read the Bible, Christians are the Son of God. Adam is the Son of God. Children of the resurrection are the Son of God. Angels are the Son of God. Etc., etc. David is the Son of God. Israel is the son of God, etc., etc. If you read Psalms and Exodus, you'll see those exact passages. I don't have the passages with me, but if you read the Bible, you'll get that. You'll see that David was the son of God, Israel was the son of God, etc. So my point is that just because Jesus is called the Son of God by everybody, being the demons, Martha, Angel Gabriel, etc., just because that Son of God term is applied to Jesus, that doesn't mean Jesus is the literal Son of God. It just means Jesus had a special relationship, or he's the Son from God. It doesn't mean he's the Son in a biological or a direct way. It's a metaphorical, or it's a special connection. So the correct term should be Son from God, not Son of God, as Adam is a son from God. And Christians themselves are considered sons of God or sons from God, according to 1 John chapter 3 verse 2. So you get my point. Son of God does not mean a literal son of God. It just means a being or a figure who has a special connection with God, or a son from God. Created beings are the sons from God according to the Bible, because they have a special connection or relationship with God, and not a literal biological descent from God. So stay tuned. More videos coming up debunking David Wood and his boyfriend, A Puss.